Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to show you exactly how much money I have lost on Palantir and some other stocks that I have. I'm going to disclose my full 120,000 stock portfolio. This is how my portfolio stands in October. I love transparency. I want to give you a little bit of thoughts about where I think my stocks are going and if I'm shitting my pants or not and what I'm planning to do in the future. We all know that currently the market is really scary and you cannot see anything but bearishness anywhere you go except for this channel because for some reason I like pain. And I'm excited about this market. And I'm excited actually for two reasons. One of them is I've never experienced the bear market and I'm kind of happy that I will have this experience because I'm doing this stock market thing as a very long-term thing. So I'm going to be doing this, 20, 30 years, 40, 50 years from now maybe. And it's amazing that I get to experience this. And however painful it is on the short term, I'm sure that the experience that this teaches is going to be very valuable in the future. So keep this in mind if you are sad about the market. And I must admit, it's painful. And some days I don't even check how much money I have lost on the portfolio because I know it's a short-term thing and I just don't care and I don't want to stress myself. So I made a prediction. The reason why I wanted to start about this is because, there's a good old guy who always says, be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. And this is definitely now. You can only see bad news. And to be honest, the only thing if you're going to buy stocks now, you're basically buying on hope. There's no other way to describe it. And you are just thinking that things cannot get any worse. You are really just buying on hope and on the saying, be greedy when others are fearful. And that's how it is, because if things weren't fearful, the stock market wouldn't be so much down and growth stocks wouldn't be 90 and in some cases 90+% down. And it wouldn't be a buying opportunity for long-term investors like us. So as always, if you like this content, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you want to support the channel further, I would be very happy if you checked out the Patreon link in the description box below, which will support me as a European. I'm from Sweden to survive the winter and be able to pay for the electricity bills. So I really appreciate it. So this is the S&P 500 and I made a prediction that we are going to have a correction from this point. You can check it in earlier videos. And my guess was that we are either going to go close to this June low or we're going to hit the June low, but we're not going to go lower. And I still stand by this, even though it's looking very scary right now, but I don't think that we're going to go below the June low. I'm going to discuss it in another video why. I just think that there's so much bearishness priced in and there's so many things that could send the stock market into the sky. A possible Russia-Ukraine peace deal, inflation data coming in better than expected, China backing down from Taiwan, the winter not being as cold. And think about it, all other things, all the bad things are already priced in. So if we have an especially cold winter in Europe, it's already priced in. If the Fed keeps on raising rates, it's already priced in. It's almost like if you look at Palantir, for example, this is a good one. This stock seems to have run out of sellers. Every time it hits this, $7 mark, it just can't seem to go lower than that. And there's no sellers left at this point. And I mean, who would be selling this great company at this price anyways, right? So I promised to show you my portfolio. Here you can see all my buys of Palantir. And this is one of the portfolios. And in this portfolio, I only have Palantir. You can see that I'm long 4,457 shares. The average price is $10.44. And this portfolio used to be around $50,000. And now it's 33,000. My God. This is the portfolio that I have with my company. And this is the stupidest way that you can have your portfolio. And the reason why I'm okay with this is because my company is building hundreds of apartments and units in southern Sweden. And this is a very small amount for the company. And we're planning to gradually increase the stock market portfolio. And currently I'm super bullish on Palantir, but I'm doing research on other companies. And we are going to have more money here and have a bit more diverse portfolio. But I am, as a person, I really like to go all into things. So I'm probably never going to have like 30 plus shares, but definitely more than one. And Palantir is by far the best risk-adjusted thing that I can think to put my money into, or my company's money to. So this is another portfolio. This I have together with my dad, and it's the same thing here. My dad has a couple of businesses, and again, we are planning to scale this portfolio up, and right now we decided to put 60,000, no, sorry, we put 71,000, but it's worth 60,000 today, and we are long 8,184 shares of Palantir, and together in the portfolios, I have 12,621 Palantir shares. You can see that the average price of this is much better than the previous portfolio. But on all the portfolios, the average price is $9.3. And together, I have invested $117,800 in Palantir, which is currently worth $94,100. And that is a current loss. I'm a Palantir bag holder. A current loss of $23,700. So am I scared about this? Absolutely not. And it's a bit counterintuitive, but because I'm planning to scale these portfolios, the longer Palantir stays down and the company keeps on executing, it's basically a better chance for me to add more and more shares to Palantir and fix up the cost basis and build up a bigger position in Palantir. But it's also painful to me. So it's a bittersweet thing. Somehow the best case scenario would be that Palantir is this low for the next 3 to 4 years, and then I can really have a gigantic, possibly a multi-million-dollar position in Palantir at that point, and then the price could go 20x. And if we would have bought, the first time, and the price would have 10x straight away, it would have been very nice on the short term, but we would have missed out on a very big position in a fantastic company. So it's very counterintuitive, but I secretly hope that Palantir is going to stay this low for an extended amount of time so I can really, really build a gigantic portfolio. And I know many of you have, who watch this channel, a much higher cost basis than this, and some of you have bought in the 20s. And I know how painful this is. And to be honest, I believe that currently the price of Palantir doesn't even depend on Palantir itself as a company. It fully depends on the macro. I believe if conditions ease, Palantir is going to rally like crazy. Probably if the S&P 500 goes down 10%, Palantir is going to rally like 30-40%. And, it's just going to keep this average or ratio between the S&P 500 and Palantir. And if the macro is going to suck, there ain't no way that this stock is going to go higher. So currently, it has nothing to do with Palantir management, nothing to do with the company. It's all about the macro, and we just have to know it. And the last stock that I have in this portfolio that is with my dad is a little bit of Tesla. You can see it's $35,000 worth, 129 shares. We bought it before the split. And you can see that we're up 6,000 on this. And again, this is a bit that we bought it at the exact right time. And the stock, unfortunately, started going up. Let me show you where we bought. So this is the exact point that we bought. And unfortunately, the stock price went up. And around here was when we were able to send more money to the stock market. And I just thought that I was going to buy more Tesla to have the portfolio more even. But Palantir was just such a better buying opportunity that I ended up skipping on this plan. And this portfolio is basically 70% Palantir and 30% Tesla. I know this is exactly how you shouldn't have your portfolio, and it's completely crazy. But again, this is not 100% of the net worth that we have. We have other investments, so it's not as crazy as it sounds. I do believe that for Tesla, there's more pain ahead. I'm going to talk about it in my next video. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. And if you watched this far, then you're really an OG viewer of this channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And please make sure you check out the Patreon link if you wish to. And I will see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.